caught that fly. I didn't catch that fly.
Let go of everything.
I thought I'd start a new little thing today called Wine Wednesdays, where every other Wednesday, because I'm not an alcoholic, we drink wine and we talk about random shit. I am here with Hallie, my homie.
What's up?
Today's topic is college, not going to college, going to college, and all that bullshit.
I didn't have a wine glass. This is what we're gonna have to go with.
She's got these fancy, like, I'm gonna be like first communion in church.
Everyone's gonna share it. I went to school for 6 months and left. So how do you feel about going to school?
How I feel about going to school? I feel like going to school was like a mistake. I wish I did not go to college. I wanted to learn Pro Tools and I wanted to I have an audio degree. I have a background in audio production. I had this notion of learning shit the right way. I felt that going to school would add a better opportunity of getting a job and network, because I figured if you don't network, you don't get anywhere.
I feel like it's really pressed on you in high school and stuff that like you have to go to school or you're making a huge mistake. When in reality, it's like life is just gonna hit you no matter what. You're going to graduate and you're gonna be like, holy crap, I am an adult now. And if you go to school, it kind of like pushes that off a little bit, I think. And like there is like a safety to it. I feel like you are more likely to get a job or whatever. But at the same time, it's like you don't have to, and I feel like a lot of kids these days are like pressed on feeling like they have to go to school.
I'm gonna buy that one at like Hot Topic until she was like, it's $10. I'm like, bitch, buy.
On you, and then it feels safe. After school, not only do you have the degree and think that you're just gonna do all this amazing stuff, now
But you're in like debt by like a lot. I found like a consolidation program or whatever, luckily, and like it deferred it. It took my loans from $100,000 worth of loans to $55,000, and it's just like what happened was my loans were stacked on top of loan, on top of loan, on top of loan. The school I went to threw so much on you at one time to where it was ridiculous, and you kind of sort of get like confused as of what you want to do. Like I went to school for audio production, but my very first class was an intro to film class, and then I had an intro to editing class. So I ended up liking film way more, but I didn't want to change my major because I'm just like, I don't want to start over. But either way, I still like video way more than I like dealing with audio, even though I can do audio and I like doing audio, but it's not as high of a passion as video.
Going to school is great. Like it can be really beneficial. Like we need these doctors out here, we need these lawyers, but if you're a creative mind and you know you don't want to sit in a cubicle for the rest of your life, I think that it is good to like take time when you graduate high school to just like really figure out what it is that you're passionate about. Like personally, I really like singing and playing guitar and stuff, but like my sister also, like, she went to school for 4 years. She has a degree in theater, and like she doesn't use her degree at all. It shouldn't be as frowned upon to just like take time to figure yourself out, and because like this is your life, like you don't need to know exactly what you want to do as soon as you freaking graduate high school. Like that's insane to have to put that type of pressure on people.
Moral of the story, if you're going to school for some sort of art, don't go to school for it. Just pick it up. Find a mentor. I learned way more.
Definitely.
I learned way more from my mentor back in Chicago than I did in school.
Oh yeah, for sure. I started going to school for technical theater, and like after I dropped out, I started interning with a sound engineer who had like been on tours and stuff, and like he just ended up working at a church. He taught me so much stuff, and it's just like if you are committed and you put your mind to it like you are in school, then you're gonna be like the best that you can possibly be. If it's all you can think about, then it needs to be all you focus on.
Exactly.
There we go. You finished your wine. Hold on.
I did. It was good to hear though. You know, it was.
I was being stingy. Well, we're about to go out.
But it was Pride weekend, so that's the exception. In Long Beach. By the way, you can check out that video. It's my latest video aside from this one. Go check it out. I went to Gay Pride Long Beach. And
it was lit.
2-3 weeks from now, June 9th through the 11th, I will be in LA's Pride. I'm expecting it to be way better than Long Beach's and somewhat close to Chicago's, because Chicago's be popping. The real world doesn't actually kick in until you graduate, and then they start calling your ass for those loans that you took out, and then you're just like, oh shit. And then the average college student does not find a job for like 9 or so months after college. I will say that one of my favorite teachers while I was in school, I still talk to off and on throughout like whatever the fuck you want to call it, life or some shit. She helps me out through a lot or whatever. During school, I looked at her as like an aunt or whatever, because she reminded me of like my mom's sisters, so I just naturally gravitated towards her because of like she favors them in like characteristics and like personality. So like she just became my favorite teacher, and she's just naturally like someone who I always every once in a while hit up like, hey, how you doing? Thanks for watching this video. I will catch you in 2 weeks.
Because we're not alcoholics.
Because we're not alcoholics. So in 2 weeks for the next video, we're going to talk about... What are we talking about?
Coming out.
We're going to talk about coming out. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.